Rates are up, demand is easing, annualized home sales are dipping in April, and then they kind of spiked back a little bit lately. And when you look at your iPhone, you can't look at it without hearing about the housing shortage, the market slowing down, recession. What's going on? The market is still strong. We're still hearing multiple offers, but I do believe we will see a little bit of a recession. And I don't think it's going to affect the housing market at all. A recession might be good, like a pressure relief valve, letting off some steam on the economy. And we're not going to see what happened in 2007 and 2008. The fundamentals just aren't there. The market is based on supply and demand, and we have some data to share. So, Michael, the first slide we have is we're seeing rising inventory. This is a snapshot for Southern California from Stephen Thomas Reports on Housing. This is his prediction, but the orange line we see is definitely increasing, and we will see that continuing as interest rates continue to elevate. We'll see that inventory continuing to spike. If we go to the second slide, this is demand, and we talk about supply and demand. Demand is stabilized, but actually below the 3-year average. You take away that green line, the dip, and when the pandemic hit, and we're a little bit below where we've been in the past. Next slide. I really want to put this in perspective. This is a great graph. So this is nationwide inventory of single-family homes since 2015. And if you look at right now, we're seeing a little bit of a spike. We're up 8% in inventory over the last couple weeks only. But put it in perspective, we have 344,000 homes on the market. The population of the United States is 330 million people. We only have 344,000 homes on the market. If you can see from 2015 to 2019, our inventory nationwide was hovering between 850,000 up to 1 million. So if you look at the next slide, this also puts it all in perspective that we sold last year in 2021, we sold 6.1 million homes. And again, we only have 344,000 homes on the market. In order to kind of have somewhat of a balanced market, we need to see 1.3 to 1.5 million homes on the market. So we're very far away from that. So are things changing? Yes, interest rates have kind of elevated the inventory a little bit, but we're far from out of the woods. We need more inventory. If you look at the last slide here, we're starting to see price reductions. So this is really an interesting slide. So these are the percentage of homes that are experiencing a price reduction that are currently on the market. We currently have 21% of all the homes listed in the United States undergoing a price reduction, which we're seeing more in our local market. Back in 2018, at the end of 2018, I remember that clearly, we almost had 40% of the homes have a price reduction at the end of 2018. So what that shows you is when pricing a home and the agent or seller see a 40% of the inventory with a price reduction, they're going to set the price to a little bit lower than the market and a little bit lower than the latest comps, more in line with what they're seeing with the current pricing inventory. So it's very interesting. So let's transition on. The conclusion there would be the market is undergoing a transition, but interest rates are cooling the market and increasing supply. Opportunities are still out there, and there's going to be more opportunities coming. Things are selling quickly, but not as quickly as they have been. The market will moderate. Buyers will have more opportunities out there. And now's the time to fill your pipeline with clients. Before we didn't really want to work with buyers too much. We were concentrating on listings. Now's not a bad time to gather those buyers. A slower fast-paced market means more buyer opportunities out there and more referrals for you. Moving forward, your job would be to help getting the buyers off the fence and price listings competitively. Pay attention to the data, educate yourself, and moving forward, be careful not to overprice listings. For now, today's missing ingredient is still driving the market, and that's lack of supply.